Hey, Shalom, giving all praises, acknowledgement, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Harakah HaQuadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us this truth and they continue to teach us. And Shalom to our brothers doing this mighty and powerful works. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He exists. And Yahushai is the name of the beloved Son, who the world will ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Yahushai, meaning He, deliverer. Bahashem just means in the name. Yeah, man. The government is taking away all the free shit that it has been giving people. The vintage is failing. The government is no longer trying to support you people. They're no longer trying to support elderly. They're no longer trying to support single moms. They're no longer trying to support children. And pretty much Esau, the so-called white man, is leaving the black women, the Hispanic women, and these single mothers out to dry. All right? When the vintage fail, you women are going to suffer the most. All right? Because you have become agents of the government to destroy your own household, you know, by kicking the man out the house to get benefits. So yeah, man, the government is tired of giving you people free shit.
Because I couldn't use my food stamp card to buy this soda, and I needed a cold Dr. Pepper. And it wouldn't go through. I'm at CVS. I can't. Like, why did they stop us from being able to use our food stamp card to buy sweets? And like, I need some chips this morning. I need a sneaker. I need a Reese cup. I want a Kit Kat because it's that time of month for me, and I'm craving for chocolate. And I couldn't even use my food stamp card. I'm just having a mental breakdown, y'all. I can't believe they stop us where we can't use our food stamp card. My EBT food stamps, I can't even buy no sweets. I can't buy no fruit roll-ups. I can't buy no Gushers. I can't buy no honey bun. With my food stamp card, I'm depressed about this.
Did you know that 45 million people, 1 out of every 8 Americans, receive food benefits? And when researchers looked at how that money was being spent, they found that the average SNAP household, gets this, buys more soda, candy, desserts, and junk food than the average household that actually pays for their own groceries. I mean, think about that for a second. The people paying for the program are stretching their own budgets, buying store brand and necessities, while the system is allowing people to buy Oreos, chips, energy drinks, and protein tubs on taxpayers' dime. And the justification that's being used here to defend this is absolutely wild. You got politicians saying, well, for every $1 spent on SNAP creates $1.80 in economic activity. Well, okay, but that doesn't mean it creates value. If I hand you $1 and then you hand that dollar to somebody else, we didn't magically make more money. We just moved the dollar around. That's not economic growth. That's just circulation. And if that logic worked, we could simply put the entire US budget into food stamps and boom, instant prosperity, baby. Obviously, that's not how reality.
SNAP benefits are going to be cut off for hundreds of thousands of people tomorrow.
Story this morning, as many as 150,000 Illinois staff participants will lose their benefits tomorrow because of new stricter rules that were put in place in the Trump administration's so-called One Big Beautiful Bill.
So man, them bills that the government has passed, they're in play, you know. So Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Yeah, women are very comfortable, you know, very comfortable in Babylon. Hear my word, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Women are very careless. They only care for themselves. And, you know, they're just selfish. You know, they'll leave their children at home and go party and chase, you know, fun. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. So the Most High is visiting these women, man. They're going through hell. For the vintage shall fail. And this is prophetic. These women, they literally live off the government. There's literally programs to help baby a women. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So yeah, we're in the midst of the vintage failing. No more EBT, no more Section 8, no more free housing money, child money, you know, food money, spending money. I'm telling you, man, I've been around women that have exceeded very well, doing nothing but living off government help. And their whole life is about when that check come in, when the government gonna pay them. And majority of them are single women. All right, with a bunch of goddamn kids. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So it's like a gathering. They collect a check from this department for each kid, food stamps, just a bunch of money from the government. Tremble ye women that are at ease, because the Most High is going to take away that comfortability. He's going to make you women feel very uncomfortable. Be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Now, I didn't want to make this lesson talking about women, but the vintage shall fail. And who's the ones that are sucking the resources from the government, or sucking the aids from the government? Women. Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones. Yet again, the Most High call you careless. Yeah, women, they don't think, man. You know, they move very careless. Strip you and make you bare. So the Most High is going to strip you women of all your substance, you know, strip you of all these benefits. Because you have some women that take the government SNAP and they'll sell it. You know, they'll make a business out of getting government benefits. It says, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. So a lot of women gonna be out here mourning. They shall lament for the teats, and for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. So for years and years and years, the government has aided you women like a fruitful vine. All right, always producing a check, always distributing EBT money, cheap rent, all type of programs, you know, rent aid. And now it ain't fruitful no more. The government is leaving you women out to dry. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars. Yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. So the Most High is about to put hell upon you, Negroes, Hispanic, and Native American women. All right? They're about to cut more people off. SNAP, WIC, all these programs like free handouts. They're gonna cut that shit.
It requires all able-bodied adults 64 or younger to meet some new work requirements to keep their food stamp benefits by either working, volunteering, or going to school for at least 80 hours a month. If
and
they
that's bullshit, because there's no jobs right now. So they're making it harder for people to obtain government aid. That just means they're cutting you off. In other words,
they lose their benefits entirely on May 1st.
This person says SNAP is supposed to be temporary. Did you know that 1.2 million military veterans use SNAP benefits every month? Did you know that 1 out of 5 active military, 20% of our military is so poorly paid, they have to use SNAP benefits every month? Oh, but these people need to work. The work requirements were already in place. See this lady right here? She works, and she has a 6-year-old disabled child.
She just said nothing in the world is free. Nothing. So the vintage came with a cost. You get the government aids if you kick the man out the house. You have a bunch of children, no fathers around, and you're raising them. That was the deal. But now the government ain't gonna give you shit.
That will never end. I want to remind you, 39% of the recipients, the largest group, are children. The other percentage is elderly and disabled. You have been lied to. You didn't even bother to research before you commented or you got on the train of the propagandists. In addition,
Yeah, they try to portray Jake as just scavenging off the government. Majority of people on welfare, SNAPs, and all these government benefits are you so-called white people, man. All right? You're the ones that receive welfare and all this shit. more than the Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. All right, you veterans, elderly. We're talking about white people. But they like to portray that the blacks just, sucking, living free off the government. Which is the other way around.
People who work their entire lives and they've lost a job right now, where people have been unemployed for 27 weeks or longer because there is zero job creation, zero job growth, and record-breaking layoffs. You people are some awful, awful people. I want to remind you that you are closer to being homeless than you are to a billionaire. In addition, we cut our funding to food pantries. What are you paying taxes for? Nothing except for war and deporting brown people who pay taxes, contribute to the economy.
Yeah, all the taxes is going, all this benefits is really going now to fund war that America is clearly losing. All right. Yeah, man. They're no longer going to give you people any more free shit. All the money is going to war now.
You've been scammed, but you're too propagandized to even understand. So embarrassing.
Your food stamps are going away effective November 1st. So I keep seeing videos where everyone's complaining and crying and so scared because allegedly their EBT SNAP benefits are going away effective November 1st. And I've seen all these videos where people are saying Trump is taking away food from people right before the holidays.
Yeah, and all these people that on snaps, they do be getting all the type of snacks. Fucking eating nothing but GMO, the worst of GMO. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Destruction to you. Alright? Y'all like to go to the government for everything. Especially you women, man, of our nation. You trust in the government more than a man, than your man, than anything. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. So our people trust in the goddamn military, the United States military. Alright, just because America got 14,000 crafts and all that, jet fighters. They got all these naval ships. Because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So, they don't even look to the Lord. They look to the government. They look to the government. That's why the Lord going to destroy you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You don't even care for the Heavenly Father and His Son. You care for what the government could do for you because you trust in the government. Yet, He also is wise and will bring evil. So the Most High is bringing the evil here. Alright? civil war is about to take place. As you can see, Trump is destroying the country. He's destroying the economy on purpose. All right? And this shit's going to collapse, and it's going to be chaos everywhere. And will not call back his words. And that means it's going to be a famine. And a famine means shortage of food. And will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers. And that's Esau. So the Most High is moving against Esau. As you can see right now, a lot of these Edomites are crying hard, man. They can't get out of that house trap. They've been trapped into a house loan. They can't sell their house loan to downsize to survive. So they're losing everything. All right, they can't afford all these cars, insurance, all of this stuff. Can't afford groceries. And their society is collapsing. The dollar is weakening. You know, they're tapped out of their savings. And their society, their America, sweet American dream is dying, and America is collapsing. So the Most High is arising against the house of the evildoers, the house of Esau, and against the help of them that work iniquity, and that's 2/3 of our people. So a lot of our people, they're going to get the Samuel Jackson treatment in Django. All right, you're going to die with your slave master. All right. Now the Egyptians are men and not God. Yeah, because our people worship the so-called white man. They look at this devil as God. Like, look at all the stuff he's done. When all of it is fucking lies and witchcraft and enchantment. And their horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand. So we're in the midst of the Lord stretching out his hand. Both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down. And they all shall fail together. So we're about to see Esau and you 2/3 fail. Together. Scripture says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So the Most High is about to stretch out his hand against 2/3 and Esau. Yeah, man, the vintage is failing. It's drying up. It's over. There's only going to be a few people with snaps and WIC and EBT.
So let me just remind you of something in case you've forgotten. Food stamps, EBT, SNAP benefits, Section 8, that is all under a government assistance program of which taxpayers who work pay for. There's no bank somewhere that has a stash of money that's sending to you because you don't work. And now this video has nothing to do with the people who are disabled, have disabled children. I'm talking about able-bodied workers. There's no bank anywhere where you get free food. That's not a thing. We pay for it. The people who work, taxpayers, we pay for it. So now you guys are crying, oh my God, Trump is taking away our food stamps right before the holidays. When did you think your food stamps was gonna go away? Because again, it's government assistance, help. It's temporary while you get on your feet. It was not for you and your kids and your kids' kids and all your families and generational free food. That's not what it was. The Section 8, when you guys were crashing out about that a couple months ago, because now you can only be on Section 8 for 2 years. And to be eligible for it, you have to work at least 20 hours a week. Same thing with Medicaid, aside from people who have disabled family members.
Yeah, man. Micah chapter 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart. This is just one of the reasons why you should depart from this place. Because this place don't care about you. There's no benefit here. Alright? For this is not your rest. This is not where we were supposed to live it out. This is where we're serving our captivity. Alright? This is just a temporary place for us to play out our punishment. This is not a place where you get the house, you get the American dream. Nope. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you. Yeah, man, as soon as anybody from anywhere come to this place, it's like a spell is cast over you. It's like the Babylonian juice just destroys people. Strip away their culture, their morals, even with a sword destruction. Yeah, man, sword destruction. That's why we tell you, get your head out this place. This is not a place where we get comfortable and try to make a life here. Right? You see the results of people that think they have made it here, how destroyed they have gotten. Look at Kanye West. A good example. His mind is far gone. He's never the same person. And that's just one of the many. Look at a regular person that migrate here and they become Americanized. Their mind is all fucked up. Their character is all fucked up. Yeah, man, depart. Yeah, man. But Lord willing, this is edifying and to the point. Just a quick video. Shalom.